BlueCat Edge DNS Global Server Load Balancing, or GSLB, enhances the performance, reliability, and scalability of DNS. DDI administrators are given the control they need to deliver optimized responses that direct clients to the best available application endpoints using the same BlueCat Edge infrastructure they use for DNS forwarding, recursion, and security. Let's get started. In our demo, app1.example.com is delivered by servers across 3 different regions. Each region has its own assigned subnet, 10.244.16.0/24 for region 1, .17 for region 2, and .18 for region 3. Our goal is to optimize the experience for clients in region 3. Without an optimized query response, we see that the answer to clients in region 3 is an unordered list, led by servers in region 1 and 2. This is not optimal, leading to poor application performance for our users. Let's deploy a BlueCat Edge service point with global server load balancing capabilities to our region. In the background, we've configured a DNS Edge site and pointed our clients in region 3 to the new service point at 10.3.53.53 as the first hop resolver. Now, let's look at how we can prioritize query responses so that clients in region 3 get responses pointing them to apps hosted in region 3. We'll add a new GSLB rule that prioritizes responses from 10.244.16.0/24, 10.244.17.0/24, and 10.244.18.0/24. Using the easy drop and drag rule ordering, we set 10.244.18.0/24 as the record with the highest priority. Then we navigate to sites and associate our new GSLB rule with our region 3 site. Now, when we run the same query for app1.example.com, we see that our GSLB rule has taken effect, prioritizing the hosts on 10.244.18.0/24. Because this rule applies to all queries originating from the region 3 site, any other queries for services hosted on the networks defined in our GSLB rule will receive the same prioritized response. Here, we see app2.example.com is also served by the same servers as app1. The 10.244.18.0/24 hosts are prioritized in the response because of our GSLB rule. Now let's consider a slightly different case where, perhaps due to application architecture or a planned maintenance window, we want 10.244.18.144 to be prioritized above all other responses when a client requests app2.example.com. We return to our GSLB rule that prioritizes region 3 IPs and add a new address to prioritize, this time adding 10.244.18.144/32 and moving it to the top of our priority list. The rule change becomes effective immediately upon saving the rule. Now, when we repeat the query, we see that 10.244.18.144 is indeed the highest priority, a record in the answer. Now we'll consider another use case. Whether due to application latency, business rules, or geopolitical concerns, clients in region 3 should not receive servers in region 2 in a DNS query response. With BlueCat DNS Edge GSLB rules, this is easily accomplished. In DNS Edge, we simply remove 10.244.17.0/24 from our prioritized list and add it to the remove addresses list to prevent hosts within this subnet from being included in our query response. The rule becomes active as soon as we click Save. Now, when our client in region 3 queries app2.example.com, the host records from the region 2 subnet are removed from the response. We've seen how Edge GSLB makes it easy to apply sweeping network level or targeted host level rule changes. But how about when we need to modify responses for specific applications or host names? In our previous example, we removed the region 2 hosts from our response, but now let's consider app3.example.com. Business rules dictate that for only app3, it's okay to return region 2 hosts to region 3 clients. Let's see how we can leverage GSLB rules to allow this action. We'll create a new GSLB rule named app3 override in region 3, giving the rule a description, and then adding app3.example.com to the query names to which this rule will apply. We'll add our prioritized addresses, including the Region 2 subnet. Next, we'll switch to our Region 3 site and add our new GSLB rule to our rules list. The more specific rule is set first in the rule processing order. We'll click Save to make the new rule active on our site. Now, appending plus NSID, when we dig app3.example.com, we see that all three regions' IPs are returned in the order specified in our new rule. We see in the additional information that the new rule, app3 override in region 3, was used to return the expected response for just this application. A final capability that we will showcase in this demo is GSLB health checks. With health checks, Edge will monitor the status of defined services. In the event of failed health checks, the failed service can be deprioritized or excluded from DNS responses. We'll demonstrate this using app4.example.com, which is served by hosts on the 10.244.18.0/24 and 10.244.19.0/24 networks. With the GSLB rules we have already configured, clients in Region 3 will receive DNS query responses prioritizing answers in the 10.244.18.0/24 network, with 10.244.18.144 receiving the highest priority. Now, let's configure a health check for app4.example.com. We'll start by adding a health check configuration. We'll give our health check configuration a name, choose the HTTP protocol, provide the IPs that our app is listening on, assign the app4.example.com host name, and set port 8080 for the port of our application. We'll also set a short check interval of 5,000 milliseconds. Next, we'll associate the new health check configuration with our Region 3 site. Switching to our health check results page, we see that the example app health check is reporting that all three hosts on the Region 3.18 network are unhealthy. We can now simply update our GSLB rule to prioritize healthy answers. Now, when we query for app4.example.com, we see that the .19 network answers are prioritized over the Region 3 network's .18 addresses due to failed health checks. Rather than prioritizing healthy answers, we could also choose to exclude unhealthy answers from our query response by editing our GSLB rule. Now, only healthy responses are provided in the answer. And there you have it. BlueCat Edge DNS Global Server Load Balancing intelligently orchestrates DNS response delivery by dynamically prioritizing answers based on real-time health status and comprehensive network topology analysis, ensuring reliability in application delivery and optimal traffic routing across multiple networks and geolocations. To learn more about BlueCat Edge Global Server Load Balancing, visit bluecatnetworks.com/products/edge.